Maybe don't let it go there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 finest degrees of freedom. Make me...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. We're going to be a lot more stupider today after we go over what we're going to go over. It's one of those things that I felt like we went over it in the Americas, and since it seems to be a new threat around the world, that we should go over these, especially because some of these organizations were started in the Americas, which I was a lot surprised that they actually made it over there, and they kept the same wording of the organization, which was English. But anyways, let's crack on. Let's bring in our co-host and bring in our guest, and then let's get into the idiocracy. If during the string it gets taken down, please, in the side of my chats, let us know, so that we can take the thing off the screen and we can do something else. We're going to do a couple of palate cleansers. We'll see how far we get through this. Most likely we're going to get so pissed that we're barely going to make it through. But let's crack on.
But some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
Yes, I guess you're right.
I guess you're right. Yes, indeed.
Which of the things are you playing?
Kerbal Space Program.
Kerbal.
I'm building a rocket. I'm building a rocket, and for the people that may have noticed, what flag am I using? FE core.
Oh, that's great. I can't really see FE, but yes, FE core. That's amazing. That's great. All right.
It's even on the thingy thing.
Oh, right there. Okay, I see. Awesome. That's great. Oh, that's hilarious. Man.
I just think that's funny. Playing a space game using that flag.
Is that still a thing, or did that die with what's his name?
I've got no clue if it's still a thing, but I just think it's funny. It's one of the most flat Earth things out there. So yeah, yes. I thought that was funny to incorporate that.
Of course. So, really quick, I know that the times got switched around and blah blah blah. Sorry about that. Confuzzled. Whatever.
You dumbass.
I know. I was having fun with my homegirl and talking about building sex furniture together.
Yeah.
So, let's bring
talking about sex furniture does beat being on a stream, right?
Well, sure. And I have to hammer out the details. Anyways, let's bring in
hammering out the details out of her.
Yeah, exactly.
Lord gay.
So let's bring in our next guest. And if there's anybody else who wants to join us, there is a link in the Discomaccords. So please go there and join us if you can.
Yeah. And fuck word. Just come in. Oh.
Yeah, exactly. So let's just bring in we didn't do a new one for them, did we? No, okay, just making sure, even though we were thinking about, but I still really love this one. So I love that intro.
Yeah, that is a good one.
Hello.
Howdy, folks. How you doing?
Your 4th of July weekend is now over. Oh dear.
Yes. Now all the firework accidents and all the shootings can stop. Jesus Christ. Fucking shit. So many shootings happened. Yes, and a teenager blew off like 3 of his fingers or something like that. Other people, There was a firework accident, and it injured 7 people, damaged 12 cars, and something else happened that I can't think of off the top of my head. All kinds of shit happened this weekend. It was fucking
and
insane.
people do realize these are the people that are allowed to buy guns as soon as they're 18
and vote. And there was a crap ton of high-speed car chases in LA that happened this weekend as well. So, anyways, let's say hello to the side of my chats. Hey, stop the stupidity.
Hey, stop.
We have a Canadian Ollieman.
Ollie.
Hopefully one of these days you can join us on stream again. We have the demon orbs.
The orbs of the demons. Hello.
And demon says, oh, I've got a rocket. Oh, you're going on it. I think that's
demon.
Nice.
Is that an invitation?
Yes. So before we get to the insanity, and I literally only watched excuse me, pardon me. I only literally watched like 5 minutes of this and was like, it's so insane, we have to watch it. So we're probably gonna skip around a little bit, but I was like, we have to go over this because when you have in Germany neo-Nazis getting together, where there's scary things are happening in the world when Germany is doing it again. They've been doing it since the 30s, but when they're this public about it, this is scary. And this is why I wanted to go over this.
And that is one of the countries with the best laws against it.
Yeah, and they'll talk about the law, which I believe is 3 to 5 years or something if you come out as an N-word. We're going to be using that or a not E.
Yeah, we don't want to see them, so they're Nazis.
Yes. So once again, side chat, if we go blank, if they take down the stream, let us know immediately so that we can do a palate cleanser and we can break it up a little bit more.
If we go blank. Oh,
yes.
That was the last stream.
Yeah. So as a palate cleanser, let's go ahead and let's play this, and then we'll get on to
Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass. Baby, you can eat my ass. Maybe I'll fist you.
Oh my!
Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass.
Oh my!
You can eat my ass, and maybe
I'll
fist
even
licking and sucking, each sweet a closeness now that's growing more rich, savoring each tender expanse, your gaze locked with mine, our hearts as one, like this is the only we will ever define. Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass. Baby, you can eat my ass,
and then I'll fist you. Okay, well, we have somebody who just showed up, and it is exactly.
Hey, dude.
So here is our channel sponsors commercial. And speaking of the devil, if you've not heard, I don't know where you've been since you are subscribed to this channel, and most everybody here knows us. Friday, I'll be going to California, and Saturday, a bunch of us are going to meet up, and we're going to Flat Earth Pizza and hanging out and doing some stuff. So I will actually be visiting Skip McCrasher this weekend. Yeah, totally. So if anybody wants to help, if anybody wants to make things a little bit more easy for me going there, at the bottom is ways that you can get me to do a shot. I only have blue right now, and for $10 I'll do a blue shot. And if you don't have the money, don't worry about it. Don't give us monies if you don't have zits. It's just for funds and things.
Don't give us money if you don't have shit.
Yes,
you
and
like Smeagol.
Yes, and just like unlike the other grifters, we actually will do things for you to make the money from you. Like, I'll take a shot. We'll do things. I'll eat the scorpion goddamn claw. I got the bugs for $50 to eat a bug. You know, I'll do things to get your money, not just grift and give you something fake or something pointless to make monies. Anyways, let's crack on with this song a little bit longer, and then we'll get into. We're gonna do some trigger warning thingy-mabobbers before we get into the content.
Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass. Baby, you can eat my ass. And maybe I'll fist you. Our hunger for each other.
If I eat your ass, you better fist me afterward. There's no might, maybe. No, if I already go that far, then you're gonna go that far.
It burns free. Two spirits entwined so
depends
close.
on what they want.
Yes, of course, with consent.
Yes. So, no. Yes, that's where you want it. I know we know you want it in the butt.
Yes, but if I go all the way to eating your ass, and especially if you come, then I mean, you can at least put a couple fingers up my butt. Jesus.
Kind of.
Till the end of days, the promise of a love that wraps you in rapturous haze. Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass. Baby, you can eat my ass.
And maybe I'll fist you. All right, folks. There's that.
That is funny. That is funny.
Yes. I found a bunch of fun things and stuffs to play for tomorrow's effing funny. We have the captivating world of the wild Scottish haggis animals. They actually have a documentary of the wild. There's actually a Haggis Wildlife Foundation YouTube channel. Don't go and spoil it yet. I have 2 videos from them about the wild haggis and how to find them and how to capture them and what they eat. And Jesus Christ. If you don't know the joke, you'll fucking find that out tomorrow.
There's no joke about haggis. That's very serious.
It's totally a real. Yeah. It's totally a real animal, and you get
very
the
serious
things out of it. And yes, totally.
A little boneless animal that frolics about the hills of the Highlands.
Yes, and we'll go over all what it is, how and when, and other fun stuff of the things. So, yes, we'll go over that later. All right, so let's get into
about
this
that later.
I'm gonna totally say trigger warning, everybody. If you do not like hearing about fascism, the ends, and or horrible things of
this actually kind of fitting, because like next week I'm kind of planning on going to see the Anne Frank house. So
nice. So yes. And I was really, for a while, even though I've gotten a little bit of knowledge about hearing about it happening in the other places around the world, I've been way too much focused on the Americas with it, but a lot of other places are having a bunch of extremists.
Yeah, and then they think fascism is the problem when your president now can legally become a dictator and assassinate their opponents.
Yes.
But Nazis are the big problem.
Yes.
Holy fuck, your country's fucked.
We're going to be talking about a bunch of organizations that started in the Americas that have moved their way over there, and then there's the other versions of these
versions where
yes, that are here as well. And so once again, trigger warning, if this is not, we understand if it's not your stream, I believe a bunch of people aren't going to be here. Putting the N-word in the title probably makes it so that it's never going to show up in anybody's feed, but I felt like we needed to talk about this a little bit. So this is across Europe, the next generation of white supremacists are being radicalized. And here is this documentary. So, like, I've subbed to them, and let's crack on. We will be breaking this up a bunch for sure, especially if they say the N-word a bunch of times. And it's not the N-word that maybe some of you are thinking of. I just don't want to say not.
It's not the N-word of color.
Yeah.
It's the nasty people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do spoken word. We're gonna go a little bit higher, and then we'll go. If I need to change the settings in the audio, I'll do that in a little bit. But here we blow on, and we will do a couple of palette cleansers. And I'm glad that. Yes, and I'm gonna do.
Someone.
Yes, and we're gonna go ahead and do this.
War never changes, and we are the Galactic Penguin Federation, NASA's enforcers. We rain fire on our enemies and fight hand to hand across the galaxy. We are ever seen, yet we are never seen in our fight for liberty. We will kick down any door and fight any secret societies.
I knew it. She's a lizard person.
My name, Commander 401. And this is how we handle our problems.
You gotta step up and beat that bully with a stick.
Yes, with the stick.
With a giant stick straight up their Nazi ass.
Exactly, Tim.
Hell fucking yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So how's it?
Make a right popsicle.
Things are going good.
Okay, good to hear.
Yep.
All right, things won't be in just a second, but I'm glad you're here, Commander, because you're gonna be able to give us some like insight on what you always enlighten us with, which is Judaism and
history,
the Bible that's not 100% Christian, or the other. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's more.
In other words, when you grow up singing Baruch Atah Adonai, oh God, I am getting time. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, you wind up being taught about the people who hate you, so you can spot them before everyone else.
Exactly. Yay! And let's just bring in Mamas. How are you doing, Mama?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Mama.
I was doing wonderful until I realized what we have to go over today, and then I'm a little less excited. But again,
well,
I feel like we need to go over this because it is a growing trend that is becoming very scary. Where a couple years ago, it seemed like this was dying out. Fascism and anti-Semitism and not liking others was kind of going away. And I think that unfortunately, when Trump got in, it sparked a bunch of flames around the world. And even around the world. And that's why. Yeah.
And Russia is fanning those flames and planting those seeds.
Fortunately, the world isn't listening now because France just declared, got rid of their right-wing fascist people as well. The world has had enough of these people. It really have.
Let's hope it's starting to get out.
Sadly, we currently do have a mainly right-wing government here. Fucking Nazis.
Yeah, but you have to have a
and one of the things that I heard them say, like somebody called them out for being racist. Oh, we're not fascist. We're nothing like the Nazis. We're Israel's best friend. Yeah, they're not fucking fascists.
Jesus.
Fuck's sake.
I know.
You can't. It's not.
It's crazy. Okay.
Well, there's a difference. There's a difference between, like, Trump says, I'm Israel's best friend. What are the motivations of the evangelicals? To have Israel reconquer the Holy Land so that some douchebag like Trump can say, I'm your friend, so he can rebuild the temple, so that he can go inside of it, call himself God. So that's the motivations of the evangelicals. Most of them who know their scriptures, you can't know those scriptures, believe those prophecies, watch what's being done, and still be Israel's friend. You can be Israel's friend in terms of I want you to exist, but if you're a Christian and you believe those prophecies, you want Israel to exist, but you actually don't want to, and you want them to be safe, but you don't want to help them fulfill those prophecies. If you're a Christian.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing about the
like,
freaking...
The thing I find so stupid is like the closest thing to Christianity is Islam. Like they agree Jesus existed. They just think like we don't really think he's the son of God. He's just a big prophet. Okay. And then but the Jews are like, oh, anybody that follows Jesus technically is like has to die. Like
No, I'm a Jew, and I'm like,
yeah, no, but like,
it's not like they don't have to. It's just
but,
that there are people. I remember at this synagogue, there was a little lady, but I can't use her name. She basically said if she believed it, she would love to have welcomed all the new people into the family of Israel, but she doesn't. I mean, it's a matter of belief, and it's a matter of not wanting to be ordered around by not half the world, the whole world. Because they're like, being who you are. Well, let's just move on, because we got to cover this stuff.
Yeah, and so before we get into idiocracy, let's just keep palate cleansing through this.
Pickles. 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 Pickles.
I feel like this is going to be the best way for us to keep, because once you hear, like I said, I've only watched it for 5 minutes and I was like, God damn it, okay, we got to go for this. I didn't even skip through it like I normally do. I just listened to the first 5 minutes and was like, son of a bitch, this is fucking hitting the nail on the head. So here we blow, and we'll definitely be stopping very much. Once again, a trigger warning. If you don't want to talk about bad things happening to people or horrible people, go and watch something else, or maybe come back later, or put it on the background on mute. I just want to say this because it gets very intense very fast.
Wunsiedel, a small town in northern Bavaria with 9,000 inhabitants situated around 15 kilometers from the Czech border. Several German anti-riot police units are being deployed throughout town.
You don't want to mess with them.
That takes place here every
year.
The organizers belong to a highly surveilled neo-Nazi political.
We cannot hear what you're saying, Commander. You're crackly.
I didn't say anything.
Okay, just double check.
Sounded like you were saying something.
There was some sort of roboting there for a second.
Yeah. So what I want to point out really quick is, even though it does say this in another language, because I don't know if it's Dutch, I don't know if it's German, I don't know if it's Austrian. I honestly don't know. I'm guessing it's German.
If it's in Austria, they speak German.
Okay. I just didn't want to say it's German.
I'm just guessing that last word is socialist.
It's revolution.
That looks like revolutionary.
That's what it says. And then it says that somebody said it.
Languages.
But anyways, what I want to delve into is the circle that I made up here. This is the 3%ers. The 3%ers are a thing in the Americas where they believe that if 3% of the people rise up against the government, they can take over any government. They think that 3% of the people will be able to rise up. It's a weird number. It's like what the motorcycle MCs did in the 50s or 60s, I think. The government said that 1% of the motorcycle riders are non-law-abiding citizens, and the rest of them are okay. And so now that's why you see a 1% on all of the hardcore MCs patches and other things. That means if they have a 1% on them, that means they are willing to not follow the law. Let's put it that way. It doesn't mean that they all sell drugs. It doesn't mean they all kill people. It doesn't mean that they all steal.
But they're willing to do it.
Well,
the sad thing is there's motorcycle clubs and there's motorcycle gangs. There's a distinct difference.
Oh,
but
hell fucking yes.
If you have patches to the police, you are a gang.
Yeah.
So even if you're like they have Bikers for Christ or something, they're just people that are Christian to get to ride bikes. Well, they have no nefarious, but the police, they don't, they're all in this big category anyway.
Yeah, no, but also like if you got patches, the gangs will be able to have you as a target as well.
It matters. Go ahead, Commander. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, can we move a bit forward? Because like in 15 minutes, I do have to leave. And I'd like to be here to cover as much as possible.
We'll go over motorcycle things in the future because I have been inundated in that lifestyle my whole life. And I worked for the clubhouses and blah, blah, blah. We can go over all the logistics that we're going over in the Europes right now. So anyways, what I wanted to bring up, the reason why we stopped is because I wanted to show you that it was a 3%er thing. And I believe that is an American thing and not something that started over there that got brought over
Political party
to the Europes.
Dritte Weg, the third way. They have gathered to commemorate Adolf Hitler's deputy Rudolf Hess, a key figure in the Nazi regime. But you won't find swastikas or silver eagles on their sweat.
Yeah, because of where they are, they're only going to have, exactly.
Or t-shirts.
Because then they...
So it's
In
all
Germany,
undercover.
the
It's like a
glorification
secret organization, even though they're in public with the symbology.
of
I think
Nazism is
that 3
punishable
was the
by
third
3 years.
wave on that one. Yeah.
Hey, 6.
He just said the third wave. So over here is 3%er, so it's a separate thing. But I think it's similar. It's got to be similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that it's a reference to the Third Reich.
It's the
that's
same
what they were saying.
Yeah, it's the same symbology that we have over here, and with the same leaf thing
what
around
it turned into. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if somebody in the side of Manchester, if somebody wants to look that up and see if there's a difference between that,
this kind of makes it kind of funny because if you skip back a slight bit, because they were just about to they were just about to say what the punishment was for being a Nazi. A Nazi.
So if somebody wants to take the time and look that up and see if there's a difference between the organizations or if they're connected in some way, shape, or form, because they could have 2 different meanings, but they may be in the same organization, right? Because they could still be under the same umbrella, but they may have.
From what I can see, 3%ers over here are, From what I can see over here, what I can look up, their Second Amendment, their staunch Second Amendment people.
Yeah,
and
the logo is
and it started in 2008.
Go ahead, Commander.
America is actually, sadly, the source material for a lot of the racist imagery. I'm going to send Brainless a image of the Confederate flag and the flag of Alexander Dugin's party and Novorossiya. and it's outlawed, and it's a terrorist organization it's considered a terrorist organization in Ukraine. But I'm going to send him the image of both of them so that you can see that America is like the racists here in America are the source material for
America's sort of all the bad.
Yeah. Anyways, and I don't think we were saying the Third Reich. We were saying the third step or the third leap.
They said the third wave. This guy
wave.
said the
That's
third
what
wave.
it is. It's called a wave, and so we're not
that's
saying
what I'm thinking.
right.
That's what that
saying,
3 is.
Sure. But if somebody could look up what happens with that symbol, with that name over there, and see if we can find out what that symbol actually means. I still think it means 3%ers like it does here. But let's crack on and keep going, and then we'll go over some of this because there's so much to get into.
Germany, the glorification of Nazism is punishable by 3 years in prison.
So 3 years in prison. I thought it was 3. Yeah. Anyways.
3 years.
And anyone who wants to speak English here is not allowed to say yes, yes, yes.
Darf nicht yes sagen, weil?
Because we could be accused of saying Hess.
Könnte ja daraus geleitet werden, dass man eventuell Hess sagt.
Matthias Fischer, the new leader of Dritte Weg, is taking this opportunity to position his group as the successor to the Third Reich.
All jenen gedenken wir, also auch
And I think I just heard them say the Third Reich. But anyways, let's crack on.
Yeah, this is the next step to that. But I've got the two flags pulled up on my screen. So
okay, let's do
I'm
that
gonna
right
pop
quick.
that.
Go ahead and share. You know what's really fucking what's really trippy that I never noticed before? Maybe it's only in the European version of this. There's a period after the 3.
I see that.
I never noticed that in the American version.
Oh yeah.
You know what was funny? And go ahead and share that whenever you're ready. Bring this. You know what was fucking trippy? I was fucking driving by a lady the other day, and she had the 3%er fucking thing, that exact thing, tattooed on her fucking top of her hand.
Josh Abrams, Accountability for All, has 3 on his hand.
Yeah, you know how fucking hardcore of a fucking fascist you have to be to get it over your whole hand. She's literally driving, and I can see the 3 and then the fucking leaves going around. I don't remember what they're called. They're called something. I
think they're laurels.
They're
laurels,
something or whatever. So Commander, really quick, go over what. Go ahead.
So the flag on the left is the flag of Novorossiya. That is Alexander Dugin's party, I believe, and it was modeled after the Confederate flag. So Dugin's hardcore racist, anti-Semite, full of the occult nonsense that the Nazis were full of. Basically, Russia is now new Nazi, but they're helping all these shitheads all around the world.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I always have to point this out. Technically, this is not the Confederate flag. This was one of the battle banners that they used.
It just became the Confederate flag.
If you want to bring up what that actually looks like, a lot of people are flying something that looks similar of this because that's what our idea is. And you know what's really funny about the one on the left? What was that movie about the moonshiners that always got away from the cops that drove the fucking orange vehicle?
Oh yeah, no, that
was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah,
Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Was it a movie?
Yeah.
Back in
it was a TV series.
It was a TV show, but it was also a movie later on.
Sure. But you want to know what was on the top of their motherfucking, the front of their fucking whatever there was?
Confederate flag.
It was the one on the left. I swear to Bob, it didn't have fucking stars. I swear to Bob, it was the fucking one on the left. Hey,
I don't think they could do the stars now.
Yeah, it was, but somebody look that up right quick. Once again, we're gonna try to break this up as much as possible because, like, literally, I don't want the stream to get taken down, but I think it's very important for us to talk about this stuff. So what was it? What? Oh, the top of it. God damn it! I was not thinking. Right. It does have the
It
goddamn
was the
stars.
top, and then they removed it. They removed it off.
And it
there.
was with the stars.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I'm sorry. I was thinking of something different. Or that's the what is it called? Theory.
You were Mandela affected, man.
Yeah, I just got Mandela affected.
Yeah, you got Mandela. I actually think on the movie it didn't have the
by the time they did the movie, it was the 90s, I think. So by that time, it was kind of like we don't do that.
Frowned upon. Yeah,
You know?
I don't think.
Yeah,
I think
it was frowned
a movie
upon,
that
thank
didn't
you.
have the stars.
So is this in the Americas, Mama, or is this over there?
That's the Americas. That's for the
Okay, okay.
3%ers over here.
Okay.
And you'll see what that flag looks like.
Okay, well let's look at that
And
right
in
quick.
Germany, they use the Confederate battle flag also as a symbol. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's orange.
Yeah, but it's usually so. Let's go. Let me double check because I think I said it properly, but I'm just gonna double check that I did.
Okay. I'm like, I'm gonna look at IMDb to see if I can find a picture of the car in the movie. You can't see the roof, and basically, like literally every picture. Guess who's front and center?
Okay,
Daisy.
So the actual owner of the car took that off in 2020.
Okay, because they started
But he
showing.
announced
They
in
started.
2015 he intended to repaint it anyway, and because
It's
because by
it's
then the
'cause he
Confederate
started
flag was being banned, right?
In a way,
he was showing it. He was showing it at car conventions and fairs and festivals and car shows. And then I believe that's why he said that he didn't want that to be presented in that way, like he was part of that.
That and it was starting to be banned everywhere. So it's like, let's just take the damn thing off.
Yeah, it's a very double thing because that is what that car originally was, but also get rid of that fucking flag.
Yeah. Okay, so here is what I was speaking about right quick.
Let's do a test.
3% constitute a major part of the anti-government militia. They believe that ordinary citizens can take a stand against the abuse of the government, characterized by overstepping the group involvement. I thought that at some point it told me they believe that if citizens and volunteers take up arms, that they need only 3% of America to take over the government, because during the British Revolution, that's how much they estimated it took for them to take over the British.
Yeah,
so
only they're forgetting about the drones. But
well,
also,
they're forgetting about so many
we need
things.
to point our attention to the side chat.
Okay.
So really
And
quick,
I am
seeing
also
images
sending.
of. Go ahead.
I'm sending Brainless a article of a white supremacist about a white supremacist leader who was a Russian citizen and a member of the FSB, was founded a hate organization here in America.
You can put it in a private chat.
And or you can share things if you have the capabilities. But anyways, let's crack on. Thank you, Stop This Soup, for gifting the 5 memberships.
So really quick, I'm looking at images of the movie they did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep interrupting people. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Well, before I do this.
No, I found an image of the General Lee from the movie from like 20 years ago, and it did have the Confederate flag on the top still.
Okay, it still was, and it had the stars.
Yeah.
I must have seen
It had the Confederate flag on top.
Okay, I must have seen a fake car at some car shows where they had it on the hood
Could
or
have.
something.
Yeah, right.
So they must have been fakes or something. But anyways.
There's an article too, but it doesn't show the car, but it shows the car when I do the images, so it's kind of funky and weird.
Okay, well, anyways, thank you, Stop the Soup, for 5 gifted memberships. And because if you just became a member, here we go. Yes, welcome members. Thank you for being part of the intergalactic thing. And if you don't know this yet, and I'm gonna say it again. Now that you became a member, and just becoming a member once with the Slim Cyborg and the Stream Pervs, you get a seat to yeet the Earth before we blow it up. So if you didn't know that, you actually get to go intergalactic with us.
Slim. But remember, you promised me I'm allowed to push the button.
Sure. I will go with that if jurisdiction is that way at that time. But anyways, let's crack on. So remember,
I don't know why I assassinate the person that's pushing the button.
If you've ever seen Monsters Inc., there's that end scene where they have like a big button for coffee and a big button for nuclear annihilation. They're right next to each other, and they're both red. And the president goes and pushes the wrong button.
Yep. So if you want to survive, the mole people and all the lizard persons, fight the other things and stuff, and the penguins and whatever. Anyways,
here's my quick fun fact. I actually share a birthday with the actual General Lee.
Nice.
Oh,
January 19th.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very nice.
It's okay, Commander. Thank you,
Commander. I know you got to get to work.
Yes, and Dragon, as long as you get to be shotgun or sidecar, totally. We'll make sure that happens. Anyways, let's crack on with the more.
I think we were all Mandela affected because of some of the older images of the original Dukes of Hazzard. There was nothing on the hood, so I think people thought that what was on the roof was on the hood. So I think we were all Mandela affected.
No, I always knew it was on the roof.
I don't know, but again, I do a bunch of car shows, and there may have been fakes, and they may. But anyways, let's crack on.
That's what I'm thinking. There were like replicas of it, right? Floating around. Yeah.
And Charger. The car.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was something like that.
Charger, I think.
Something like that.
It was Hazard, Georgia, was where it was set.
Yeah, but the car was. I think that maybe. Anyways, let's crack on. So once again, you know how much I loved during COVID how everybody was anti-masks, and now that they're protesting, everybody's wearing a fucking mask.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, fucking pussies. Yeah, okay.
It's called video. Fucking don't want to get caught.
You know what they are?
Well, of course.
They're hiding their faces. They're just hiding their faces.
Yeah, that's why I call them
they're
pussies.
They're doing it because they have a choice. It's okay. I have a choice. I can wear this.
Oh, I have a choice to not show my face.
But I have to. Fuck the government, man. I ain't wearing this thing.
They'll suffocate.
Yeah, you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide. Jesus.
You'll have asthma attacks.
I love it though. We're not going because you tell us to. We're going because we want to.
Yeah.
That's how they're acting.
Yeah,
no, I know. It's
but
so
they
dumb.
they probably all have their phones on them.
Yeah, of course they do. With their GPS on, they didn't even put an airplane mode.
Corporate run everything, man. Type on your Apple phone.
Slim, even if it's an airplane mode, they can still fucking track you, even if you turn it off.
Yeah.
If you turn it off, they can track you.
No, I know the ping. I know the ping things. That's how a lot of serial killers have been caught. Is from pings, even if phones are off and things and stuff, and even if batteries are dead, there's certain ways to. Anyways,
there's always
they can get a signal.
You go.
Nowadays. Yeah, nowadays. Anyways, let's crack on with the idiocracy of this. And yeah, you bitches are only doing this to fucking not get fired from your job because you work at fucking some retail place. Because you're so much of a loser, you didn't even go to school. And I'm not putting down anybody who didn't go to school. I'm just saying these losers are pretending that their lives are way more important than they are, and they're wearing a mask so that they can
address the pet dragon. Don't you fucking insult balls that way.
They're lower than balls.
It's ball sacks. The balls are inside the ball sacks.
Yeah, they're the sacks of the balls.
The ball sack has a function.
That's true.
Ball sack as a function is useful.
It's a place for the balls to hang out. Yeah, I get it.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it regulates the temperature of your balls. That's very important.
So, anyways, let's Let's crack on. Today, we also celebrate all those who oppose all state and its arbitrary rules. Once again, YouTube, I am reading this and we do not agree with what is going on. I'm just reading this out loud.
Crazy.
The translation. Yeah.
Aus der Neuzeit, die sich der staatlichen Willkür widersetzen, weil da
We must look to the future.
bereits in die Zukunft geblickt werden darf. Auch wir werden noch unseren Tag.
We too will find that one day we will have left our mark on Germany's history.
Erhalten, indem wir Spuren in der deutschen Geschichte hinterlassen werden. Wir haben die Pflicht.
We too will find that one day we will have left our mark. Oh,
Nicht unsere Lebenszeit zu nutzen, um hier Spuren zu hinterlassen, damit jene, die in unserem Volk.
It took a while to change for some reason.
Yeah.
German takes a lot longer to say than
but
English.
I do have to say, like, German is the language just is powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
It's so guttural, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's
We've always had the joke about a German woman could be telling you that you're a very nice boy, and here is like a biscuit or something, and it's gonna sound, you know what I'm saying, like harsh as fuck. It's gonna sound fucking horrible.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mari.
I'm sorry, Mari.
So it can sound very, very harsh, even if they're like giving you a treat. It's very, very stern, or it can be said very sternly. It's hard to say.
Chinese is like that too, man. They sound like they're yelling at you all the time.
Yeah, totally.
And they're not. It's just that's how they talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're right. There's some languages it's like they're harsh and but they're just talking.
Yeah. They're trying to give you a cookie, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm scared. Do I want the cookie? I don't know. Am I gonna get in trouble for the cookie? You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, we must.
English is
We
quite
must.
like that as well, if you think about it.
Well, you can say it really, really lightly. You know, I mean, I don't know, and inflections are a lot different.
Yeah,
they're probably regional too within Germany as well.
Italian, is it?
Sure. That there's
Hey, Captive.
definitely. Hey, captive. Definitely, there is more softness to like French, or Spanish. But let's crack on.
I like Tank Girl's comment.
Yeah, German is very angry sounding language. Exhibit 1, I love songs by
Rammstein.
Yeah.
But whoa. Tank Girl. Rammstein got some very fucking sweet songs as well, like so fucking beautiful.
Who doesn't like Rammstein?
But again, it's still that harsh tone. But anyways, let's crack on. So we must devote our lives to fighting. We must devote our lives to fighting so that future generations will remember us and
sagen können, auch diese
they fought too.
unsere Vorfahren haben gekämpft.
Oh dear.
Russia is kind of guttural too because they're all within the same area of the world.
Across the continent, the next generation is being radicalized.
If you truly belong to this group, then serving prison time kind of comes with the territory.
Dans ce milieu-là, un jour ou l'autre, la casse prison, c'est obligatoire.
And they're like shooting things into a doorway.
Like here in Montpellier, they film their acts of violence and proudly pose on social media with their weapons in hand.
Le service de renseignement suit énormément ceux qui tiennent ces groupes, ceux qui tiennent ces profils, ceux qui recrutent par ces réseaux.
So even they're living in France too?
Yes.
Oh.
So now we're in France. And greetings, my French-speaking Aryans. Do your race check.
Faire son bilan racial. Fais le bilan, camarade.
Do your comrade check. Today, how many white people are around you?
Aujourd'hui, combien il y a de blancs autour de toi?
These white warriors, as the authorities call them, have started taking action. In Halle in Germany, a 27-year-old neo-Nazi shot 2 people outside a synagogue.
Jesus Christ.
Einzelpersonen, die schwerste Straftaten.
Sorry, 3 years is not enough.
No,
no,
definitely.
totally. It should be way more. The individuals that commit these crimes and serious acts of violence become more radical.
Sterilized fuckingization.
And they're becoming radicalized on the internet. That's exactly because we're finding out that Russian and Chinese bots are causing all of this misinformation happening around the globe, and it happened with us a bunch, and it still is happening with us a bunch. Wherein you see a bunch of memes that are like flat earth memes and or other memes that are close to that misinformation, most likely they are either a bot if you haven't seen them a bunch, or like the person is working with a company that is paying them money to put up disinformation. Hi, Drusilla.
Hey, Drusilla. If you may have noticed a little symbol next to your name. That's because Stop the Stupidity gifted you a membership.
So now you're a member, Drusilla.
Now you've got a member. Are a member.
I mean, there's a good side and a bad side of social media, and the bad side is this.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Online, these extremists create their own social networks and even white-only dating sites.
Yep.
We met with the people who see themselves as ideologists of a racial war, creating their own communities.
La France est devenue un champ de guerre, en quelque sorte.
France has become something, a war that hasn't been declared, yet is definitely taking place.
Une guerre qui n'est pas déclarée et qui pourtant existe bel et bien.
And met others who are ready to resort to violence.
As you can imagine, we are not setting out to play games. As the magistrate said, we were ready to go and kill people. Again, YouTube, this is not what we believe. I'm just saying these things, and we're anti this.
It's only what those cunts believe.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to edit a little bit more what I'm saying. But again, we're not believing in this, and we're not doing harassment or trying to bully or anything else. What we're doing is we're covering this as a journalist or in a journalism way, and talking about how horrible this is.
From France and Germany all the way to Eastern Europe, we investigated these new white supremacists and the threat they pose.
And this is what I was saying. I got to this point and I was like, God damn, we gotta fucking watch this.
The Judicial Court of Paris, 21st of September 2021. Journalists are waiting for a terrorist trial to commence. The 6 young men who will be taking the stand are not jihadists. They are right-wing extremists. It's a first for France. The charges against them are serious. They are accused of plotting violent actions, particularly against political figures, including Jean-Luc Mélenchon, the leader of left-wing political party La France Insoumise.
Hey, Nerdy. Welcome.
Hey, Nerdy.
I think that this is a time when extremists need to realize that they are real human lives at stake. Especially when you're young.
But they'll think they're human. They think they're subhuman.
I know, and that's what's being taught by in the beliefs, and that's why they're able to do things. That's like a main thing, and the only reason I'm going to say this is because like it happened in the Americas, where they told about the slaves that they were subhuman, so then you could not treat them like humans. Anyways, especially when you're young, you mustn't ruin your life with something like this. Talk about a plan to burn someone with a flamethrower or cutting this person's throat. I mean, it's just lives.
It has been 4 years since these charges. The group's founder was the only member to be detained. His name is Logan Nissin. The 25-year-old confessed to terrorist plots. According to his lawyer, Eric Bourlion, he has since been de-radicalized in prison.
So he's completely different now. The xenophobia, homophobia, and racism is behind him. Citation needed. I have to like...
Yeah, that's the hard one, right?
You have to know how much
people can change, but are they changed?
Yeah,
or are they just doing it for show?
To get out of prison.
Yeah. What do you do, right?
you have to go through enough therapy, and you have to go through enough other things, I believe, to like make sure that if you've already gone to that extreme to where you've been arrested by a government because you were giving terroristic threats, I think that you need to go through a set amount of therapy and talk to a handful of people, get fourth advice or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like go through multiple things, and then I still think you should be sheltered in a halfway house, or that's what we call that in the Americas, where you're being supervised
after release. You have to go for certain determined time.
Yeah, so
for a
year or something, you have to be around counselors and be able to
people like that, even if they say like they're reformed, the Secret Services and stuff will always, for the rest of their lives, keep an eye on them.
Yeah, I got arrested twice for selling LSD. You think the FBI is not checking in on me every once in a while? Fuck yeah, they are. They're probably.
I have to tell you.
No, but these are people that are posing such a big threat to society.
But even somebody like me who just got selling LSD, I'm pretty sure that they check in on me every once in a while. So literally, they should be checking in all these people all the time.
Okay, this is going to happen. Delete Laws was talking about when he gets out, he has to go to halfway house. Yeah, he's going to be forever checked as well, even though his crimes are misdemeanors.
Yeah,
so the way he was, they're going to keep an eye on him every now and then too. He's not going to.
It's not how severe his crimes were, but what it was. And like and I think also how he was in court.
But that's what I'm saying. His behavior is what is going to linger with him. So they're going to be like, hey, checking up on this guy.
And that behavior, he's not going to be able to change that. He's not going to be able to change that.
Well, and the other thing, because he didn't go through fucking therapy to actually like change his ways, or somebody to tell him, hey, this is how you should think,
therapy won't work because he doesn't want to change. He does not see what he's done wrong. I'm pretty sure he still doesn't.
I know. But
Brainless is right. There are those that go in jail, even out of jail. It was like he had no remorse. It was like there's people like that. They have no remorse for what they do. They don't care. They're the victim every single time.
And
they
that's
go in
why
jail.
He's going to be.
They're still the victim.
And that's why he's going to be followed.
Yeah, that's why he's going to be followed. It's the same. It's just a pattern. It's a cycle. There's people that are like that.
Yeah, and I think for me, the reason why the government checks in on me every once in a while is to actually laugh. I think that they get some nudes into the FBI, and they're like, okay, go watch this person, and then they watch me, and then they
see how this dude was,
and then they see us
he's doing now on YouTube, and they have a laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they see us play Cards Against Humanity or What the Dove, and they're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, and
my virgin eyes and ears.
Yeah, and they're talking, they're hitting up their superior. Am I supposed to report this? And they're like, no, he's just a fucking dumbass. Just leave him alone. But April Fools, shit like that.
It's like it could be worse. Just just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Nothing to report.
Yes. Due to the douche canoe BS I used to do, I'm absolutely on some watch list. Not proud of that point in my life, but I haven't done or ran with that shit in same difference with me.
But
there's probably more people that have that.
Yeah. That's why I always think it's funny if anybody is checking in on me every once in a while, like how fucking silly it must be, like to look at my history, what I look up, the things I Google, like dude, the Urban Dictionary things we talk about, like can you imagine? They're just like
can you see the file they have on you?
Okay,
June 7th played Cards with Humanity. June 8th talked about neo-Nazis. It just tick 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 tick.
Yeah. It must be a mind fuck.
And then they have like oh wait, there was a link shared in the side chat.
My god!
Do not click it.
Yeah.
If they click that link, I'm sure they would have taken it down by now. Anyways.
Friday, play Pitlash. Brainless didn't win.
Yeah, totally. So Mari says it's strange to see this happening in France because it has been known to have racism issues.
Oh, we gotta take Mari's comment down.
So does everybody's country. Yes,
There we
totally.
go.
And hey, Jasper.
Hey, Jasper.
Hey, Jasper.
So yeah, that was what Mari said about
Every country
in
has
France.
Sadly.
So let's
You
crack
know,
on.
he could have changed. He probably was like, if I don't change, they're going to beat my ass to a pulp, and I won't survive. So I need to change what I am.
He almost changed, but then he turned back into his fucking douche.
Like the change that
Chile syndrome.
The change that Chile does is an act.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to be someone's husband or wife.
If he wouldn't have reached out to the other content creators outside, I think that he would have actually learned his lesson. But I think he got his ego fluffed by all those fucking douche nozzles.
He had
helping
to
make
act
money.
Tough guy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that some of these content creators that helped him make money and made money off him told him, "No, you're on the right path, bro. No, you got it. No, you're right. Not them." I think that
It's funny, the ones that did that puffed him up and then they like dropped him. They're like, we're distancing ourselves now. We don't want to be associated with you. You're bad news.
He almost learned, but then he got fucking spoiled.
But I'm talking the one we're watching on the screen. I bet you he learned through hard knocks and hard other ways. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't want to.
You know, possibility.
Yes.
Okay, we got in touch with Logan Nissin. He responded to us from prison, not through a letter, but a contract for an interview.
Okay, so now we're going to interview him.
Parties.
The contract stipulated that in the case of non-compliance, we must pay him 50,000 euros. We refused all his conditions.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course.
We decided to dig more into Logan Nissin's past by heading to the southeast of France, where he grew up. On the conditions of anonymity, his mother explains the gradual radicalization of her son.
Nous avons habité ici jusqu'en 2017, jusqu'au moment où
he lived there until 2017, until he was arrested.
Logan s'est fait interpeller.
A middle-class child educated at his local public school, he began to defend nationalist ideology from early adolescence.
Un jour, il m'avait dit, maman, est-ce que je peux aller?
One day he came to me and said, "Mom, can I go to camp with my friends?"
Faire un camp avec des copains. Donc moi j'avais dit ben oui, une fois qu'il avait des copains.
So I thought, he's finally found friends. He ought to go.
Qu'il allait partir, il était jeune et c'est
he was very young.
Là que monsieur est venu pour me dire.
That's when a gentleman came to me and said, "I'll be taking care of this camp. Don't worry."
Écoutez, c'est moi qui vais encadrer ce camp. Voilà, vous inquiétez pas.
I later found out.
Swastika tattooed on your forehead, bitch.
Well, that didn't happen until he went to this camp. Later, I found out that this was the same man from the organized youth wing of the National Front.
Je l'ai su après que c'était le monsieur qui s'occupait des jeunesses nationalistes. Logan était devenu le bon
when he comes back, you beat the fucking shit out of him. Like, if you interact with those people one more time, you're not my child anymore. Like, for fuck's sake.
So they became.
That is one of the only reasons why you disown a child, and that is if they become a Nazi. Mr. Trucker.
Hey Al, you got a lot of background noise.
Yeah, he noticed that.
Yeah. Well, I muted him. But anyways, yes, always check out what your kids are doing, especially online and other things. And
Yep. I was a hovering parent for the most part. My kids couldn't hardly get away with anything. You know, I was very cautious of it.
You don't understand the radical magazine in France that has no boundaries and triggered killings from other cultures, communities, a number of times. Okay.
Yeah.
Am I back? Did I get connected?
You're back.
My audio work? My audio is not like super low or anything?
There you go.
All right.
You're
smidge low, but we can hear you.
It's a what?
Smidge.
A smidge.
It's a smidge low, but we can hear you just fine.
All right, that's
It's
pretty
not-
good.
it's not bad.
considering I don't have proper. I thought I'd have good signal by now. I missed
You do.
everybody because I haven't seen everybody in like a week. It feels like.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yes. I took off about a week from streaming.
Yeah, well,
so.
you had a bunch of stuff. You were
Well
fucking
deserved.
bastard.
Very well deserved.
No, fucking asshole. I had withdrawal
He deserves
symptoms.
brainless. He deserves a vacation. Come on.
We've been streaming almost every single day for 4 years straight.
Seriously, brainless.
I was like, God damn it.
You,
Can I
you
take a-
slim addict, you.
Fucking love it.
I mean,
I know, and I do most of the time. I just thought.
Brainless had nothing to do and went through fucking 6 boxes of tissues.
At least. Anyways.
Tissues. I use towels.
Yeah, but
Come on, the tissue ain't enough.
The real problem is
Oh my
how
God,
much,
brainless.
Vaseline intensive care he went through.
Exactly.
Never use Vaseline.
Yes.
It's not water soluble.
Yeah, don't use
Never.
Vaseline now.
Ooh,
Yes.
it
Dragon.
works.
Yeah, no,
But I
you can
don't.
always
I don't
use
need
water
it. I'm
soluble.
not Merkin. I'm.
Fuck yeah.
Mine's still intact, so I don't need Vaseline.
I don't.
A wet vac, totally. Anyways.
Intact.
Yes,
Okay.
Gisela, what? All right.
Did you say wet vac or intact?
A wet vac. Demon Orb said wet vac. And so
Demon Orb
instead
said
of
wet vac.
instead of a dry vac, want it to be wet or at least lubed up.
Well,
Anyways,
I think, I'd rather
Need
the
that big
wet than the
container of
dry.
a wet vac.
yes. Okay. So, anyways, this person had become a true patriot with lots of ideas.
Et après, il n'y avait pas de violence, c'était des idées politiques.
There was no violence. It was very much a political stance, like many others had.
Moi, quand j'étais jeune, j'étais du côté baba.
When I was young, I was more like a hippie, whereas he takes on the "Make France Great Again" side.
Oh,
Where have we
God.
heard that?
Maffa.
Let's
Maffa.
see.
Make
I've heard
France
that before.
Great Again. Instead of
Oh,
Make America Great
Maffa.
Again, it's Make France Great
Cool,
Again.
lui, il était du côté plutôt, on va refaire la
Oh.
France.
Oh.
And to make France great again, Nissin wanted to take action. He tried to acquire weapons. We found his interactions on one of the most dangerous and active neo-Nazi websites in the world, under the handle French Soldier.
Okay.
The forum has a swastika on its logo. Nissin wrote these messages to a certain
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just throw it out there. Jesus.
Moon Lord. Nissin continued negotiations for several weeks.
He was trying to buy weapons. Is all that we're going to
Okay.
say. I'm not going to go over all of
Gotcha.
this.
Yeah.
But if
He
you look
was-
at the
he was
bottom
in
right
some
quick,
hardcore stuff. Okay.
if you look at the bottom right quick, you can see this. It's very, very illegal in the Europes in these places to
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
certain
Yep.
things. So at least if you would get caught at the border, you'd take at least 5 years in jail.
Jeez.
So because you wouldn't be able to pay the same prices in France. So he was thinking about going to another country to buy these illegal weapons to bring back to France.
Nissin posted one last message on the 24th of June 2017.
Is this one of those like documentary things or?
Yeah. I
Yes,
think
we're
so.
looking at a documentary about European ultra right. I'm just gonna put it that way because I don't want to say the N-word anymore.
Yeah, no, you gotta
some
be
new
careful
terror.
about the
Just
word
say
choice.
alt right. Alt right is pretty good.
Yeah,
alt-right.
exactly.
Or
And-
uber right or something like that.
White supremacists.
Like
It's
control
the
alt
new.
delete or
It's the new. It's the new
different
terrorist threat in the Europes. So that's
Yeah.
what we're going over. So we're talking about in France right now, or a gentleman in France who is about ready to go to court. So he was talking to somebody in Croatia to get these weapons.
A few hours
wow.
later, a tactical unit of the French police known as Raid searched his mother's apartment.
So he was talking into a way or on probably a government website that was pretending to be a terrorist website,
Yep,
and he got caught.
Yeah.
C'est violent, quoi. C'est violent. C'était un film, c'était cauchemar, quoi. Vous avez 15 personnes casquées qui arrivent, mitraillettes.
She got raided by 15 people in SWAT gear, pretty much.
Bon, ma fille, hein.
They their daughter at gunpoint.
Je suis déploré, tout comme ça, à tout déballer. Et puis ils ont commencé.
And then, of course, they went through and they broke all their stuff and rummaged through all their belongings. They didn't say break stuff, but that's normally how it goes.
That's usually how that goes. Yeah.
Who's the speaker? Like, I understand the French.
The mother of the gentleman that we were talking about earlier. That's going.
Don't fucking call that a gentleman.
But that's a male. It's a male voice though.
No, they hid her. They hid her voice.
Oh, so it's just somebody saying the words. Okay. So it's,
no. They changed her voice and they blurred her face.
Oh, it's a voice changer. So the French is her voice change, and you're reading like subtitles to us.
Yes.
Okay,
and the reason it sounds male is because they did a voice changer on her female. So this is his mother that is talking about this about her son.
Yes. Okay.
What was the satire magazine? Radical in the world, maybe they are considered liberal. Last time they drew the Islam prophet, which led to some killings. Okay, all right. If you figure out the name of that magazine, let us know.
Yeah. I know it. I can't remember.
Okay, well, if somebody remembers that, anyways, let's crack on. Then they started turning our house upside down, ransacking everything. That's why I already said breaking things, because that's what happens when they do these raids.
Nissim was sentenced to 9 years in prison. His terrorist
9 years of prison.
This plot was thwarted, but across Europe, a few have slipped through the police net.
I'm just gonna double check really quick about some of
this. Can anybody look at his face and not see a insane person?
Yeah,
totally.
I don't know. I mean, like.
I
don't look very sane in most of my government.
Charlie Hebdo, that was it.
I think they have special cameras for that shit.
Okay, we're gonna listen to this right quick, and then we're gonna get to. We're gonna jump around a little bit and see if I can get this proper. Let's crack on and see about.
Jump.
It makes you want to.
Okay, anyways. Pain, but like everyone else is thinking.
Isn't that House of Pain make you want to jump?
Crisscross will make you jump.
Crisscross, god damn it, yeah. Jump around. Yeah, and crisscross. Anyways, I used to wear my pants backward. I used to wear my pants backward for like a year or two.
And tied up, like with your belt like tied up real tight around your knees, but like you were wearing pants that were like 9XL.
I don't know if I wore them down to my knees, but I did wear pants backwards for like a year or two. But anyways, let's crack on.
LGBTQ bar and fled the scene. His father was a renowned member of a far-right party. The young terrorist committed.
Hey, we're gonna go back.
The Kurdish people of Paris are overcome with emotion and anger. A few hours earlier, 3 Kurds were killed and 3 others were injured by a 69-year-old man outside the community center. The alleged perpetrator was arrested nearby under purportedly racist motivations. On the 12th of October 2022 in Bratislava, Slovakia.
They're not going to show us this because it's violent. So let's just get to this douche talking.
Of a far-right party. The young terrorist committed suicide a few hours after having written on his Twitter page.
Oh, we just needed that word to be said on our goddamn thing as well. Okay, let's just skip through. I think we've said every wrong word that you're not supposed to say in these goddamn motherfuckers.
Hey, but at least he knew what the correct thing was to do.
Those kind of people
are the only people I wish that on.
But just to reiterate this one more time, which I haven't as much, we're definitely getting demonetized for this. So if anybody wants to help out buying
we don't condone this, YouTube. This is we're recording. We're commenting on it.
Condone this.
Commenting on
I think we're gonna get past this ex-Nazi that is now reform talk.
Yeah,
we want to get to these twat whistles. And so let's get
different.
Yeah,
twat waffles. Twat waffles.
Twat waffles. So once again,
what notes come out of these waffles or whistles?
Brainless, can you post my links for my PayPal and the other thingy-mabobbers from my description?
Yeah, I can see where.
If anybody wants to help me get to California to meet Mama, Skits, and Wolfie, and a couple other people, help out. Once again, this is not going to get monetized and it may be taken down. So if anybody wants to help to pay for this stream, that would be awesome. If not, no worries about it. Once again, if it's your money, fucking keep your money. If you have a couple of dollars to spread around, that would be amazing. We're not asking for anybody to give us money that they don't have. But here we blow with this idiot.
And Slim also has a
merchandise
thingy. Yeah, Teespring thingy.
I have,
that's good quality T-shirts. That's actually good quality T-shirts.
Yes, Brainless knows, and so do I, because we've gotten my own, and so has Brainless, and a couple other people.
And if you know how to style them, you could wear it as a dress.
Totally.
Don't wear it with
Excuse me, pardon me.
Pants on backwards though. That style is long gone.
Yeah, it died in like 1995 or something.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's
I
crack
don't know what
on.
happened there.
In 1995.
Let's crack on.
Je sais pas si la police regardera ce reportage.
Once again, I have not watched this, so it's just as surprising to me as it is to y'all. I'm not sure whether the police will watch this report, so I'm pretty suspicious. They've already made sure that we can't tell who you are. You're going to film this. Also, I'm going to film. I'm a little weary.
Je me méfie un petit peu. On peut dire des phrases, ça peut être sorti de son contexte.
I'm confused. You're saying the police are doing what?
No, these people are militia members or fascists, and they have their stuff on, but they're blanking out.
You're reading more stuff.
There's subtitles on the screen that he's reading.
More subtitles.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
And unfortunately, this is going to be all unfortunately, it's going to be all subtitles
But now I
because
have
we're
the
talking
context
about
again. So
yeah,
for anyone else that's
we're-
listening to it like a podcast, I'm helping them understand too.
Sure. So it's two alt-right members that are being interviewed right now. You could say something, but you take it out of context. So, will you have your version and I will have mine, okay?
After growing up in a suburban housing project, he says that he was quickly indoctrinated into the neo-Nazi movement.
Dans ma jeunesse, j'étais relativement.
As a kid, I was what some might call trash.
Dans racaille. Je pense que peut-être à une époque de ma vie, j'étais un petit peu perdu.
I think maybe at times in my life is where I felt
Et
lost.
voilà, j'ai rencontré des personnes qui avaient une idéologie et voilà, je suis tombé dedans.
And then I met people who shared an ideology. And then I just fell into it.
Du moment que j'étais de plus en plus dans ce milieu-là, c'est-à-dire le milieu
The more I got involved in this, the more extremist I got in the group, pretty much.
extrémiste, entre guillemets, j'ai considéré qu'il est
I felt it impossible for me to be around people of foreign origin.
impossible pour moi de côtoyer des personnes d'origine étrangère.
In the early 2000s, he became a skinhead and a fan of neo-Nazi metal bands like Légion 88. Their racist-fueled lyrics constitute an offense. His journey is one long drift towards violence, from the hatred of foreign and mixed-race people to going out and acting on his beliefs.
Si maintenant vous êtes réellement engagé
If you truly belong to this group, then serving prison time kind of comes with the
c'est comme faire le
territory.
service militaire.
Nothing
Like doing
changed behind
community-
bars. He even tried to radicalize some of his fellow inmates.
Yeah, and there's a lot of gangs in prison that help spread the ideologies, is what they're saying.
Propager mon idéologie. Peu de temps avant de sortir, j'étais vraiment assez prosélyte. Et prosélyte, c'est
Before he got let out, he was very much pushing the ideals. The proselyte is the word generally used for jihadist.
qu'on dit généralement pour les djihadistes. C'est ça, yallah. Pour vous, c'est pareil, bien sûr. Qui commet des attentats. Ça va ramener des gens dans notre cause, dans notre milieu.
This neo-Nazi
Talking about
has never
attacking
renounced his
people.
views. To this day, he's even plotting to infiltrate all levels of society, starting with the security services.
Faire entrer les gens dans l'armée, dans la police, dans la pénitentiaire.
They're trying to get people in the army, the police, and the prisons to gradually disseminate our ideology.
Et petit à petit, distiller notre idéologie. C'est comme ça que je dis, c'est faut avancer masqué.
And then they're going to do it by uncovering, and then afterwards they'll return, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's just see what else we can go over before we end this. Okay, so here's one of the other organizations to talk about right quick. They'll say who they is in a minute.
Behind its humanitarian front, a military organization is operating behind the scenes. To uncover all its secrets, you must reach the ultimate rank and pass a number of rituals. Internal documents have been uncovered by the German newspaper Taz.
He is giving a skull with red wine inside, a sign that he has survived death. He drinks it and returns the skull. That's written down in a document for this organization.
But like you got to pass rituals and like get to a higher level to know their real intent. It sounds like somebody else, but I don't want this stream to get taken down for bullying.
There's a lot of organizations that do that.
Achieve the highest honor, the
full
Wolfgang.
of shit people. Fact.
Yeah.
Look at the dog. He's awful.
Yeah.
The ring belongs to our network.
Occult rituals, paramilitary operations, but UNITA denies any link with the neo-Nazi movement or terrorist schemes. They denied this again on the 25th of November 2021 in court in Frankfurt. This man has been on trial for several months for threatening state security. He's also a former soldier affiliated with UNITA.
Bonjour, on est pour la télé française.
So it's French television.
His name is Franco A. He's German but speaks fluent French. He's an alumni of Saint Cyr, one of France's most prestigious military academies. He then became an officer for the Federal German Army.
On vous accuse d'avoir voulu vous attaquer à des personnalités.
And he's accused of planning attacks on high-profile figures.
Qu'est-ce que vous répondez? C'est la question.
C'est du flan. Tout simplement, c'est du flan. C'est du grand flan.
Except for we have a lot of proof of that, but he says that he didn't do it and then wait till the trial's over.
Et on va le voir à la fin du procès.
Et pourquoi on vous accuse, à votre avis?
Ça, c'est pour une autre fois là, j'ai rentré.
Yeah, he won't say why he thinks he's being accused.
At the beginning of 2017, Franco A. was arrested in the toilets of Vienna airport in Austria. He was trying to retrieve a hidden weapon he had stashed away. But the Austrian
They caught him doing this.
Police were monitoring the premises. The German anti-terrorist services continued the investigation. They captured his presence in the parking lot of an anti-racist foundation. Franco A. was taking photos there. According to the
he was scanning the area to be able to do things, is what he was doing.
Prosecutions, this was in preparation for an attack.
Yeah, reconnaissance.
Whose target would have been the foundation's president, Annette Kahane.
Der Stiftung kommt keiner rein, der nicht vorher angemeldet ist oder der genau sagt, wohin er will und so weiter. Also es geht nicht, dass man da einfach klingelt und jemand macht auf. Diese Zeit ist vorbei.
So you can't go into that building anymore without letting them know, and you can't just ring a bell to go in. You actually have to be like have an appointment to go in, is what they're saying.
Unter anderem auch das Ergebnis von Franco A.
All because of this douche nozzle sending threats to these people.
Outside the courtroom, Franco A. firstly refuses to answer us.
Of course, he's not going to answer.
Then he offers us a coffee.
On parle 10 minutes dans 2 heures ou 1 heure et demie.
Et on se retrouve ici alors?
Oui, on peut faire. Ah non, plutôt dans 2 heures.
We arrange a meeting at a bar. He is unaware we are filming it, and Franco A. confirms having attended discussion groups with members of the paramilitary organization.
Okay, well, we'll see what he says.
The UNITA.
On s'est rencontrés pour s'échanger comment faire pour mieux se préparer à des imprévus.
C'était en dehors du cadre officiel de l'armée, de vos fonctions militaires.
Exactement, parce que l'impression qu'on avait que regardez ce qui.
Anyways, we're thinking, look at what is going on with the foreigners and refugees. After he got out of the military or in the military, he's asking these questions. I'm not sure.
Qui se passe avec les étrangers, avec les réfugiés?
He doesn't try to hide his hostility towards Republican institutions.
Est-ce qu'on fait confiance aux décideurs politiques ou non? Et d'après ce qui s'est passé là, où on laisse rentrer des gens n'importe.
He doesn't want people to come in, especially letting people in from absolutely anywhere.
N'importe où. Bah, on s'est dit, bah, qu'est-ce qu'ils foutent là? Il a
Where
mis
is that specifically?
He just doesn't want anybody.
Is the wording like not anywhere outside of my country, or is the wording like just that they let people in from places that I wouldn't approve of?
No, they don't want anybody. They literally don't want.
Yeah. So the wording is more like, like absolutely no one, like anyone that wasn't born here doesn't belong here.
Yeah, and remember,
but also have a few other comments about what type of people should be born there.
Yeah, but also, isn't he a German living in France?
Yes.
So isn't he a foreigner?
Yes, but they don't ever recognize that.
Yeah, they don't. That's,
but then again,
sometimes irony is lost on these folks.
Almost all Americans are descendants or are immigrants or descendants of immigrants.
I mean, pretty much everyone except for like in the Americas, like other than the natives, like the indigenous peoples, if you will, like to be more proper and specific, indigenous people. But I mean, of course, in Europe, some people are indigenous to Europe. Like, if my ancestors hadn't moved here, I would be still, I suppose. Although I don't think I would exist, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I understand that people in Europe may feel like, I don't think it makes sense. I'm not defending it, but
well,
people may feel like they can hold on to something.
Well, the thing is that you maybe you're not realizing, or that it's something different than what we have in the Americas. Is every 50 miles, 100 miles is another country. So having people from any other country coming in, you feel very overwhelmed. It's not like that we're crying about the southern border here, and in Canada, we're not worried about y'all coming down here per se.
No, we're worried about you coming up here is what's going on.
Yeah, I know. So once again, now we have one massive border that we're crying about, where over there they're crying about 6 or 7 borders
from all over. Yeah, no,
and so that's why they're like, oh my God, they're invading and they're gonna kill us all and take over and make our culture not here anymore, whatever. So it's easier for the ultra right to push this propaganda, because you can say that everybody and their mom is coming here to take us over for no fucking reason at all, which doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just everybody should be moving around to everybody and be hanging out. And over in the Europes, it's a lot harder to get a passport. Legal entrance to certain countries. What's it called? When you're able to go somewhere legally for.
You mean a visa or
visa?
Something?
Yeah, a visa. Yeah, a visa to go over there to work or whatever.
I'm not sure what any of that's like. I've never even attempted it.
It's really hard to get anything. Especially if you're an American trying to go over there, dude, they don't want us. Unless you're a fucking neurosurgeon or
thanks to Trump.
I have been asking Mexico how we can get you guys to pay for the wall.
No, but also thanks to how a lot of Americans act when they're abroad. It's just, a lot of them just feel better.
I'm just saying, under Trump, it kicked up hardcore because
and then right quick,
built up this type of mentality in people that already had it and ones that maybe didn't, but became aware of it. I guess I don't know if that's the way to put it.
Well, he made it more acceptable to be like this. But anyways, once again, the people in the Europe don't want to give us a visa because our fucking school systems are such shite that even if you had a degree in fucking whatever and you went over there, everybody has to teach you to bring you up to speed. So they don't want us over there because our fucking school systems are so shite.
I think in some ways your schools are better, and in other ways they're worse.
I think in the colleges are different than the regular school. I think our colleges aren't up to snuff enough for people to be able to travel the world and go work in other countries.
Well, over here, like you don't really have like the colleges as much, but like we do have universities. but like not every college is a university.
You'll get back on track, Slim. America will get back on track once you get rid of MAGA and that right wing extreme bollocks. Then America will get back to normal.
Sure, that's gonna happen. Anyways, let's crack on. Let's crack on. So it's better to care about yourself means organize instead of depending on others.
He doesn't try to hide his hostility towards Republican institutions.
Est-ce qu'on fait confiance aux décideurs politiques ou non? Et d'après ce qui s'est passé là, où on laisse rentrer des gens de n'importe où, bah on s'est dit, bah qu'est-ce qu'il fait là?
And then he says that again. But listen to what they say now.
Plutôt que de leur faire confiance. Voilà.
Taking care of it yourself means organizing underground activities. 2 months after this chat, mid-trial, the German police arrested Franco A. again.
Decent effing.
And they found that he was carrying objects that may serve as evidence. The court assessed that there was a risk of collusion and escape, and therefore issued an urgent arrest warrant.
On the 15th of July 2022, the former Saint-Cyr student was sentenced to 5.5 years behind bars for preparing a grievous act of violence dangerous to the German state. In Stuttgart, we have a meeting with one of the main experts on this terrorist movement. Frank Dittrich is...
Okay, I think we're pretty much at the time where I think we're going to be done for today, because like that's as much as my brain can go over.
There's a lot of heavy shit going on here.
We may go over a second. We may go over a second version of this. We'll see how well this plays out, and if they take it down, if they demonetize it, and other things. But we went over a lot of stuff, getting to 27 minutes, which we normally don't do in this amount of time.
That's because I came in late. I could have derailed us a whole lot more.
Sure, probably. But there we go. Tomorrow is effing funny. We're gonna go over a bunch of funny stuff. We've got a bunch of content, a bunch of definitely. I found an awesome pseudo documentary channel that goes over animals, and they make it really, really funny.
Okay.
As well as going over the existence of the haggis animal.
Oh God,
So
yes.
we'll be going over haggis, the animal, and how to spot it and catch it. And all
Right.
that
I mean,
stuff.
not the sheep that haggis is made of.
I hope it looks like
No,
what's in my
no, no,
brain.
no,
I
no,
really
no.
do.
Haggis is an
Haggis
animal.
is made of the haggis animal.
I am not.
Yeah,
familiar
and
with
it-
know
it-
that.
haggis. I'm familiar with
it
haggis
roams-
as a food, not
It
haggis
roams
as-
the Scottish. It roams the Scottish
Yeah,
plains.
it's like the snipe.
Yeah, exactly, Timely, and the
Oh,
drop
no,
bear,
snipe hunt here. Okay.
and the jackalope,
And the Rocky Mountain oysters.
and no,
jackalope
that's
I'm familiar
real.
with.
No, but it is like the furry salmon or the furry trout
The furry,
in Colorado
no, it's the furry
as well.
trout. I was gonna say the furry trout is. We have the
Yeah,
furry
it's the
trout
furry-
up here too. It's the Arctic
Yeah.
furry trout, so it has
Yeah.
white fur to
Yeah.
blend in with the snow. I don't know
Yeah.
about
There
the
you go.
Colorado. I don't know about the furry Colorado trout. It might be a little bit more of like a gray or.
It has more of a gray.
What is it?
tone to
Gray?
it. Yeah, it's more
What?
gray. Not like the meat. It's fur. It's fur.
The fur, yeah, the Arctic furry trout has like it has a fur coat. It kind of looks like an Arctic hare.
We'll
But it's
go.
got, you know, the
Speaking
tail
of
and the fin.
gray meat,
Hold on.
there's a link in the side chat. Don't click it.
Hold on.
Don't go there, brainless. Jesus.
We will go over all of these.
You're fucking
Oh my God, brainless! Stop it, bad boy.
And it is an animal. Yes, Druzilla. Tomorrow we're gonna go over the haggis animal and how to see it, catch it, and spot it, and other things, and what it eats, and all that
But
stuff.
how to mount and stuff it is something.
The other day I saw a video. I believe was it Mango that showed it or Shaw, where Shani was talking about her gray.
Oh, you're obsessed, man.
Okay. Anyways, let's crack on. Let's crack on.
Brainless. Come on.
Tomorrow we're gonna go over all that.
Someone put an end to this.
Fucking love it.
Yeah,
Can I
yesterday
make
we
a
were.
request, Slim? Can we
Go
end?
ahead.
A lot of people missed it. Can we end with the song we started with? That was brilliant.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't.
Sure.
I missed all of that.
Sure, but the thing that we talked about yesterday was Shanny's bucket. Okay, so since I said that, let's just go ahead and crack on with
The wrong hole is over the bucket, dear Shani. Yes,
exactly.
No, Brazilla, I'm not interested in
drop
the
a deuce
grave.
everywhere.
And the reason why there's a hole in the bucket is because her fucking twat, fucking juice, fucking burnt a hole through it.
Burnt
and then
through
she
it.
hit it out of it.
Fucking
I thought you were
hell.
bringing up the old tune. There's mold where you fuck it.
Sure, we could go with that.
Yes, Mari, not the
come up
bucket.
with that.
I'm surprised she doesn't have
So
a trough.
anyways.
Shanny doesn't have a
Brazilla,
trough.
listen to the
next.
song. It's.
That's
I think
next.
Brazilla will like the song.
Oh, this song
Yes,
is great.
definitely.
Okay.
Yes, not the bucket. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and start this. I have to use the loo, but I will just turn off things and I'll come right back to go with it. So anyways, yes, I think Brainless is in love with Shanny. I would believe that as well. So anyways, let's crack on.
Fuck you.
He wants everyone to have the same fetish.
He will regret saying that.
Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass, baby. You can eat my ass, and maybe I'll fist you. Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass, baby. You can eat my ass, and maybe I'll fist you. Licking and sucking, keep squeezing a closeness now that's growing more rich. Savoring each tender expanse, your gaze locked with mine. Our hearts as one, like this is the only we will ever define. Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass. Baby, you can eat my ass, and maybe I'll fist you. Baby, you can eat my ass. Yes, I'm gonna eat that grass. Baby, you can eat my ass, and maybe I'll fist you. Our hunger for each other, it burns free. Two spirits entwined so close, a beautiful marvel we see. I love you till the end of days. The promise of a love that wraps you in rapturous haze.
Hell yeah! Hail to the open windows.
Baby, you can eat my ass, and maybe I'll fist you.
All right,
be happy that it's playing not at extra speed because otherwise people.
Yeah,
that was speedy, man.
I had it up to 1.25, so yes.
I was gonna say, it was
have my
fast.
window
You don't
open,
want to play it
so it was a
too
little
fast, or
fast.
it sounds like the Chipmunks are singing it.
No, I know. I just didn't know until I left. But anyways, thank you all very much for being here. We'll see you all tomorrow for effing funny.
Thank you, Slim. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
I already have Drunken News ready. And then Thursday is Conspiracy Nuts. Oh, well, sorry, we call it Crackpot Conspiracies. Yeah, that's old thing we used to do. We don't do that anymore. Yeah. And Friday through Sunday, I will be in California hanging out with Mom, Skits, Wolfie, and others. So we'll talk about that in the near future, meeting at Flat Earth Pizza.
And that Monday, I might be. I'm probably going to be meeting up with someone that also was on the stream earlier.
Yes. So,
because they're passing through the country, so.
Yes. So we'll talk about that in the near future, in the next couple of days, and all that fun stuff. So thank you all very much for being here. You all rock. Make sure you please like, subscribe. If you can, share or watch this over and over again, and comment as soon as we end the stream. It helps with the algorithm to get us more things. We're still trying to get to 800 subs, and we're at 728 or something like that. We're slowly.
Be naughty. Just comment eggplants or something like that, or tacos.
The robot thing. Just the anything. Yeah, anything. Just comment that. Thank you very much. Everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.